All right, so next we got the bend over hamstring ISO extreme. So for that one, you're basically going to be imitating a hip hinge position. So if you're familiar with a Romanian deadlift or any kind of hip hinge type movement, it's gonna feel very similar to that as far as the setup goes. There are a couple things that are different as far as the foot position and kind of what you're doing with the upper body. But same as all the other ISO extremes, you're pulling down into that bottom in range position. Okay, so for the setup for this one, you're gonna go heels almost touching, toes pointed out at roughly 45 degrees, legs mostly straight. So there's gonna be a slight bend in the knees, so call it just like a soft bend in the knee. And then from there, all the movements coming from that hip joint. Okay, so trying to think about keeping that pelvis and that lower lumbar spine as neutral as possible and allowing all that movement to come from the actual hip socket. So you're thinking about taking that hip and that pelvis and rotating there rather than rounding that lower back, okay? So once you got the feet set up correctly and the knees, you're going to pull down forward into that position. I usually just cross the arms and try to think about keeping the upper half of the spine pretty much as relaxed as you can. So almost let everything kind of round forward, create as much tension as I can as I'm pulling into position, okay? So feet set, knees set, hips. I'm gonna round the chin a little bit, punch forward, and I'm pulling down. Okay, so once I'm down in this bottom position, just like all the ISO extremes, I'm currently trying to pull further. Okay, so I'm actively straightening the legs and pulling further into that hip hinge. Okay, I'm gonna start relaxing the upper back. Same thing, straighten the legs a little, pull down into it. Straighten the legs, pull down into it. And when you're done, it's just like a normal RDL. Pull right back up, using the backside. All right, that's it.